This message is for the busy people who are looking for a permanent relationship. Make sure you have time to be involved with a person on that level. If you are a workaholic and you've been giving up 60, 70, 80 hours a week and have no intentions of slowing down, do not get involved in a serious relationship with anyone right away. Take it slow. Because there are people in this world that are looking for that special someone, and they are serious about it. They are ready like yesterday. Then they come across a nice, beautiful, charming person just such as yourself, and you're nice and you seem to hit it off, and they're thinking in their mind, okay, I might want to spend some time with this person. Well, I don't know what it's going to lead to, but it will be great. But the problem is that you don't have time to keep in contact with them. You may contact them and say hello maybe once or twice a week at most. Now, how long do you think that person is going to be in your life with that little bit of attention? Ever since I can remember, there's always been 24 hours in a day. There's always been 7 days in a week. There's always been 365 days in a year. That's the way it was when I was younger. That's the way it is now. And that's the way it's going to be when I get older. The same amount of time is given to us every single day. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that there are some people that have pressure cooker jobs, or they might be trying to build a business, and it requires a whole lot of time. But it doesn't take all 24 hours of your day. That's all I'm saying. And if you really, really, really are in the mindset where you want to have that special someone with you, you're going to have to take time to get to know that person. You can't put them on the shelf and just let them sit there until you're ready for them, and then you just polish them off and take them off the shelf when you get ready. They're not a piece of furniture. They're not a knick-knack. They are human beings with feelings. And when people get involved in relationships, they like the attention. They like to be attentive to, and they like to have attention put on them. And if you can't afford to pay attention, you need to just throw away the notion of trying to get involved with anybody on a serious level. Just date casually until things could slow down to a point. Because you're asking for a whole lot of trouble, because there are some people that I know that are ready like yesterday to start something serious. They are ready. And they're not in the mood to be wasting their time with every single person who comes along who looks good and smells good and talks good, and they just can't, they're incapable of reading a watch. It's not happening, because that person who is nice and kind and looking for somebody, they're going to turn into a beast when they realize they're being ignored. And no, it's not going to be their fault, because they're being human. They have a right to feel neglected. They have a right to feel upset. So before you get your ass on your shoulders and turn around and say, well, they knew that I was busy when I met them. Yeah, but you knew you were busy when you met them too. You know, this whole honesty thing, that's another thing I need to talk about in detail a little bit later on too. Because people kill me when they turn around and engaged in something that they know that's going to threaten a relationship from the rip. And they figure, well, you know what, I'm going to be honest. It doesn't matter if you're honest. If it's wrong, stop doing it. You think you're going to get brownie points just because you were honest about something that you knew was wrong? No, that's not going to make me feel any better. How about this? How about you stop doing it? How about that? How about you make adjustments? How about we make a compromise? How about that? Don't turn around and put it off on me. Well, I told you in the beginning. No, how about you gave me that impression you knew what you were doing? You didn't want nobody else hollering at me. So you decide you wanted to take that space. But see, that stuff dies down, because when that person is neglected long enough, somebody else comes along that's willing to give them what they want eventually. Then all of a sudden that person is wrong? Nope. You knew you didn't have time to be seriously involved with anybody. You may have it in your mind that you want to have somebody permanently, but if you haven't even organized your schedule to carve out to spend with them, you might as well date casually and just put it on the back burner until things level out and you know you can commit. Because it is a commitment. No, commitment is not a dirty word. It's a word for grown folks. How about that? Just saying.